All right, I want to go to Heather Wilson. She is the co-founder of GiveSendGo.com, and we wanted to talk to her about what has been going on in her industry and what is happening with her and this money for the truckers in Canada. Welcome, Heather. Thanks so much for being on the program.
Hi, Glenn. Thanks for having me.
You bet. I have to tell you, I have raised my last dime for anyone who is using really anything but Give, Send, Go. If you are using GoFundMe, do not expect me to help. They take a big portion of everything that is raised, and they're not the only game in town, and they have revealed themselves for who they are. If I'm not mistaken, and you might know better, this is the fifth time GoFundMe has shut down. The Freedom Convoy, Kyle Rittenhouse, the conservative students that were harassed on TikTok, the anti-vaccine mandate lawsuit, and an anti-mask campaign. These are all just in the last few years. They're not getting a dime of my money.
And there's been way more than that. We have seen over the last year and a half dozens of people coming on saying, I was removed from GoFundMe. I wasn't able to get my money. They shut me down. They didn't like, the police officers in the Breonna Taylor case. Just all the political events that have happened. If you weren't on the side of mainstream media, you were not allowed to fundraise for it.
So yesterday, well, let's start at the beginning. When did you get involved in, when did Adopt a Trucker start and the Freedom Convoy 2022 begin on your site?
So I would say that the Adopt a Truckers came a couple weeks ago. They were there prior to the Trucker Convoy 2022, and they're friends. The two people that own campaigns are like they know each other. And so when the Trucker Convoy 2022 came on and started using GoFundMe, and the Adopt a Trucker people were like, "Hey, we're getting our money. Like we've already received money that's been donated, like into our bank account." Everybody was in an uproar. Why are you using GoFundMe? They have a track record of shutting down campaigns that they don't believe in politically, and so that started the whole thing. And then GoFundMe started to make some moves that just shot themselves in the foot.
So when you heard yesterday the Premier of Ottawa, one of our governors, and the courts, I mean, this is a threat to you. The Ontario government won a court order blocking the use of any and all monetary donations made through Freedom Convoy 2022 and Adopt a Trucker on the Give, Send, Go online fundraising platform. They say it binds you. You cannot give it to them. But what do you say back?
We're speaking with our legal team, and Canada does not have authority in a U.S.-based business. We do not have to bow to their whims. They can do whatever they want up there, and we don't have to, unless they come and get an order in the United States, we don't have to agree or even speak to it. We say, no, you can't stop us. These campaigns are still active, raising money, and we're looking for ways to legally be able to move this money to people, the people on the ground that are just protesting mandates, that are saying we need to be able to have some freedom here. It's mainly peaceful. If you look at anything besides mainstream, it's a peaceful protest of people saying we just want our voices heard. And the Canadian government is now saying they're blocking those two campaigns. They're not shut down. Money is still being raised. We are committed to getting the money where it needs to be. And we're looking at lots of different options to do that right now. But just as an FYI, only those two campaigns were blocked. So, if somebody wanted to go on and create a campaign and then another campaign, they would be wrapped up having to try to block one until they decide, they're just not going to allow Give, Send, Go in Canada. And that would be absolutely insane.
So you now have people, serious people, saying that your organization needs to be listed as a terrorist entity.
It makes me kind of chuckle because we've come to a place in society where we like to redefine words. And so this started back, we started Give Send Go 7 years ago as a place that we said, look at GoFundMe. People are raising money. It's great. People coming together to solve a need. But as Christians, we said, no, we want to provide a platform where people can raise money to solve that physical need, but we understand there's a hope that money can't solve, and we want to also inject that into people's situations. And so we started this just as a place for people for us to share hope with people. We arrived on the scene a year and a half ago. Well, we've been on the scene, but a year and a half ago, we get thrust into the political spotlight for allowing Kyle Rittenhouse. From then on, we've been called every name in the book, from terrorists to white supremacists. People don't know anything about me or my family or my co-founder, Jacob, who's my brother. We don't know who we are, what our families are like. To call us all these names and try to paint a broad stroke, it's ridiculous. And the more insults they throw, it shows true colors because, I can't be all of these things. And anybody who knows me knows I'm not. And so we're not promoting terror. We're promoting freedom. This is a campaign that is standing for freedom. And you know what? If someone was standing against this and they wanted to raise funds on Give Send Go, we would allow it too because we have committed to remain neutral in this. You don't have to know what I think about the truckers. It doesn't matter. These tests should not be the person who decides who can raise money or not. That's just absolutely insane.
However, it is becoming more and more the case with businesses. And, I've said for a long time there needs to be a parallel. You got to spit yourself out of the system. It needs to be a parallel economy. And you have done that. You saw the opportunity. And years ago, you started Give, Send, Go. And one of the reasons why is because GoFundMe takes so much profit, takes so much away from the funds. Is that right? And how are you different?
Okay, so when we first started and we came on the scene, we said, okay, let's be a little cheaper than GoFundMe's rates. Everybody has a fee online. You can't get around that. So 2.9 plus 30 cents is standard processing. GoFundMe was charging about 5% on top of that as a platform fee. We came in a little under, and very quickly we really felt like the Lord was getting us to become a free platform and trust Him. But this was
I can't understand. We need to get you a better phone. Maybe I'll start a Give, Send, Go for you to have a better phone. You are hard to understand. Can you repeat what you just said?
Sure. My brain. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, not really. But try one more time.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Okay, a little better.
I don't know if this is horrible.
Are you in Africa or the moon? Or
I am in a different country right now, actually.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Business, so,
all right.
Yeah. So, so I'm trying to remember the question.
The question was, what makes you different on percentages?
Yeah. So we became a free platform, saying that we were going to just trust God, that He gave us this business idea and that we were going to walk that on the face. And so we knew that people coming on our platform needed the money. They're raising money for medical bills and mission trips and all sorts of things that they needed. And we said, it's silly for us to be taking money from the person who needs the money. When the givers come on, let's give them the option, if they have a little extra money, to donate to Give Send Go to help keep us free. And so we switched to that model. And it started working, and we could see that it was what needed to happen. It made the most sense. And since then, GoFundMe has changed to the same model.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I have a feeling that you are going to be hearing from the federal government soon, Heather. Are you prepared to withstand the heat that you are going to get from the federal government?
What we keep saying to ourselves is that this whole year, actually, for our team, we say God is faithful, and He's faithful today. It's not just when we look back and see what He did through us. And so we believe that we're in a fight that God has ordained us to be in, that He started us 7 years ago to arrive on the team and be in this fight today. And so we're just trusting Him, asking, when people ask what we need, we say we need wisdom. Pray for wisdom for us, because we are going to walk this out to the full extent that we need to, because we believe that freedom, both spiritually and physically, came at such a high cost that we're not going to sit back and just throw it away. Absolutely not. I don't care how many hate emails, how many DDoS attacks. We're in here for the long haul. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how this is going to play out. We just know that we're going to take it step by step, standing for freedom, even when people don't like it.
And you are attacked. I mean, your servers are being attacked all the time this week. Do you know who's behind that?
We have seen some names float by and things like that we're looking into. The bottom line is that, this campaign launched, and immediately our site pretty much went down. It seemed like there was error pages for everybody. We're getting so many emails of people going, I can't get on. And we said, well, half the world is trying to take us down. We had over 2 million DDoS attacks that first 24 hours.
Jeez.
And half the world is trying to donate. So everybody's on Give, Send, Go, half taking us down, half trying to donate. And we were like, what the heck, our site's down. We brought in some big guns to help us, fortify the site. And the next day, and I'd like to say when I woke up the next day, but there was no sleeping involved. The next morning, we looked at how much this campaign had processed despite being down. Like, I literally could not get to the site and get it to function the way I needed it to. There had been over $2 million raised. This is a miracle. There is no way that a site that can't stay up could raise and process $2 million, and yet it did. And it's once again a sign that we are doing the right thing.
I love your spirit. I love the fact that you're one of them is not going to sit down. Heather, anything you need, you just let me know. We'll be there for you. And every fundraiser we do now where we need somebody like you, we are going to route it through Give, Send, Go. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. God bless.